Welcome to my champs Pickems. I once more am joined by the TMV Twitch and YouTube live stream chat. I will be streaming all of champs. So come and join these wonderful people that you could be in the stream with, as you can see just here all saying hello. But just before we get into that, future TMV here to tell you that we're doing the best and worst round of the week. Now, the best and worst round of the week in the playoffs for all these regions actually come from the same team. And they're both rounds that you very, very rarely see in a tier 1 pro game.
That swing is sublime. It was all just a bait to get them to chase him down. And well, this was the round we were expecting a response. The last one was SMGs, a few pistols, something in the mix. Vitality try the same strat again, and they walk into a trap, and that trap hasn't stopped.
Gorgeous stuff. And you see the idea of having it on Xiao. Getting out of pizza is so easy. Undeniable, in fact. Well, sit back. Nice flash. Good response. Trex does well to avoid it, to respond to it. A real chance now for Trex. 5 bullets and another connected. He's down to the 1v1. The ace clutch was out of the question. And now it's on the tip of his tongue. He can get this across the line. Hunter's Fury for post-plant 2. Sagetsu needs to be quick. He can't let him escape. Applying the pressure, destroying the dart to start. But Trex catches him. The ace clutch for Trex. At least knows that he peeked out at tube. He couldn't get there in time to see if he crossed. Although I think we'll see him cross back. The shot's not hit. Enji's looking for that and steps right back out for another fight. He's a little greedy. Look at this. Massive rotation from Heretics in the back of that information. 3 players ready on A. Thrash even sent out early with 20 seconds left. It's a disruptive play. It's kept close and sent in to maybe detain that spike and slow them. 12 seconds. It caught one, but not the spike. Kicks is still lined up, ready to go.
Where are they going?
They're going. They're leaving it.
That round has just been lost to time. That's not the way that we wanted to see this one go for Vitality, but again,
Yeah, it's not often you see a 1v5 clutch or a 5v5 save, so congratulations Vitality on achieving 2 very remarkable rounds, and now back to the champs Pickems. Our first group is Group A. And I would say that this is like, perhaps feels the most traditional of the groups, the most balanced of the groups. We got Fnatic versus Billy. I'm sorry, Billy. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because I think that Fnatic are just the better team. We have DRX versus Crew Esports. This one perhaps a bit more of a game overall, but personally I think that DRX on the whole have looked quite good. And I think Crew, whilst they've had moments, they still have some slop in them. And so I think that DRX overall will just be the favorite for that. BLG versus Crew. Can Billy win again? I don't see. This is the thing. I can definitely see a world where everyone writes Billy off like they did last time, and Ardis is streaming this game. FNS will be in a call with Ardis when Billy beat an America's team. You know what? I'm gonna do it. And then Fnatic would play DRX, but I think that Fnatic would have too much for DRX, unfortunately for them. But I do think that DRX would be good enough to beat your Billy. Although I could go for a big surprise and pick Billy here as well. But I won't. Billy only beat America's teams. DRX go through. Group B. The group of death. With that said, Genji versus Sentinels. I think I will pick Genji. Sorry, Sen fans. But Genji, you might have heard, are quite good. FBX versus Team Heretics. I mean, that's an interesting game. Again, a lot of people will probably just be thinking, here we go, Team Heretics. Am I going to go for another Chinese surprise? FBX. I mean, remember the game that these teams played in Shanghai? It was an absolute gigabanger game that these two teams played. Can FBX do it? Can FBX do it? I really kind of want them to, but I don't think they will. Sen versus FBX. Man, I mean, everyone is going to call me a Sentinels hater if I don't have them winning this game. But I will have them winning this game. And Genji, I just think are better. Sorry, Team Heretics. And then we get Team Heretics versus Sentinels. Sorry, Sen City. Group C. Or the Group of Life, as it is known. The Group of Life Lev versus Talon. Sorry, Talon, but I'm gonna go Lev there. And Team Vitality versus Trace as well. I think this group is actually pretty straightforward for the most part. Talon versus Trace. This is, you know, perhaps the 2 games where it gets a bit more interesting, I think. I will go for Talon over Trace, I think. Lev versus Vitality could be close, but I think, well, Aspas versus Safe could be an interesting matchup as well. I think that Lev will have enough about them to beat Vitality, and I think that Vitality will beat Talon. I think this is I know a lot of people will end up picking this group this way, but I think that this will be the chalk kind of group that goes as you expect.
Talon versus Billy Grand Finals, calling it.
Look, if we get a Talon versus Billy Grand Finals, I'm all for it. That would be the greatest thing that's ever happened. EDG versus Foot. Ooh. That's a good game. This, I think, Group D, by the way. This is the group that I think could be a group of death. Because it's a very close group, I think. You know, so it's some good teams. EDG versus Foot. Oh, I want to say Foot because I just automatically lean to Foot. I'm going to say EDG catch their magic back in this game. G2 Paper Rex. You know what? I'm going to be bold here. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be very bold. Because I'm going to do something none of you expect. I'm going to pick G2. But that's not what I was talking about. Because I'm going to pick Foot. And I'm going to say the Paper Rex go out in 2 games. And the fan base starts melting. And I'm going to say that G2 beat EDG. And I'm going to have EDG beat Foot. And make it through. Call me a Copa. Don't care. Lock it in.
Thank you for not cursing PRX.
Yeah, as the Bits message just said, I didn't curse Paper X. The anti-curse is now in full effect. Here's the thing. Here's my prediction of who's going to win this event. I'm going to say that the grand final, in a shock twist, is Team Heretics versus Gen G. And Team Heretics get their revenge and win. I know, it sounds improbable. I know, it sounds like it's not going to happen. But mark my words. It almost certainly won't happen. And Team Heretics will probably go out in 2 in the group of death. But that's my prediction.